this is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and it's Smackdown time. Perfect timing for back to school if you're looking for a 13-inch Ultrabook. Now, there's a lot that these two have in common. This is the Dell XPS 13 in the gold color option, and here we have the Xiaomi Notebook Air 13, a very affordable laptop. So almost half the price, in fact, of the Dell, depending on how you shop for it, where you find it, all that sort of thing. Of course, there are some drawbacks, and the drawbacks are not things like build quality or component quality, surprisingly. We're going to smack them down now. So here you have it, two lovely slabs of metal, 13.3-inch display, Windows machines, Windows 10, Intel dual-core 15-watt CPUs, Core i5, Core i7 options. Build quality on both of these is excellent. Surprise, not every Chinese import is junky at all. This is a high-end piece of machine right here from Xiaomi. Now, with the Dell, here's where they diverge. Dell is in every country. You've got tech support in every country. You can buy it from some vendor, just about every country, or direct from Dell. With the Xiaomi Notebook Air 13, this is really for sale inside of China. So it's only import-export companies like GearBest, who provided our unit, that sell it. So a little bit more challenging to get a hold of. The benefit is it's a lot cheaper. This Dell right here sells for around $1,100 with a Core i5, a 256 gig SSD, and a 1080p display. So our Xiaomi right now is $670. That's crazy, right? Look how much money you're saving. So that's why you would consider the Xiaomi despite the inconvenience. The other inconvenience is also it ships with Chinese Windows, so you're going to need to visit Microsoft's website, download a Windows installation. You don't have to pay for this, a Windows installation on a USB key, and install Windows 10 Home on it yourself so you can get the language of your native country. So there you have it. The two drawbacks with the Xiaomi. With the Dell, you have more configuration options. So, and that's typical for Dell. You know, you want a Core i5, you want a Core i7, you want Intel HD integrated graphics, do you want Intel Iris, the step-up integrated graphics? Do you want a 1080p non-touch display, or do you want a high-resolution display with touch? They have all the choices. The Xiaomi, pretty much, there's a Core i5, there's a Core i7 option. Not much variability there. It has a 1080p glossy non-touch display. It's a beautiful display. Ours has a sharp IGZO panel. It's very bright. It's a very good display. It's your only choice. So if you were dying to have a touchscreen, there you go. Not so much. Now, with the traditional laptop design like these are, they don't convert, they don't flip over, or anything like that, you might not want a touchscreen. I'll leave that one up to you. In terms of internal components, they're just about the same too. RAM is soldered on board, so of course is the CPU. You can upgrade the SSD. It's an M2 PCIe SSD in either case. You can get it with 8 gigs of RAM or 16 gigs of RAM in either case. So pretty much the Xiaomi is more commonly available with the 8 gigs of RAM configuration. But where the Xiaomi jumps ahead again is it has NVIDIA low-end dedicated graphics, low to mid-end. It's the 940MX dedicated graphics, and this is the 6th generation unit that we have here, Intel Skylake model. The KB Lake model, still, I haven't seen it in any of the importer stores yet. Probably, it looks like it's going to be August with KB Lake inside. That one's probably going to cost you more, maybe up as much as $900, then it becomes less appealing. But that's going to have NVIDIA 150MX graphics, so the next generation of graphics, about 33% faster, a little bit cooler. So, yeah, one thing to keep in mind then, if you really want maximum bang for your buck, go with the Skylake version, because that one is a lot cheaper right now too. Does it make much of a difference in performance? No, not so much. When it comes to battery life, well, the Dell wins. The Dell has a higher capacity battery. And whether you get it with Intel HD 620 graphics or the step-up Iris Plus 640 graphics, that's going to consume less power than a laptop that has switchable 940MX graphics. Even if you're using Intel HD graphics, most of the time it's still going to switch sometimes. Yeah, has a smaller battery too. So with the Dell, it really depends, as you know. If you get the 1080p non-touch model with a Core i5, you could go 10 hours, which is pretty impressive. If you go for that high-resolution display, if you go for the Core i7 and so on, it might come down to 7.5 hours with the higher-end configurations. With the Xiaomi, pretty much it's a 6-hour laptop. So that's a significant difference. So it depends on how much time you're going to spend away from an AC outlet. When it comes to keyboards, they both have low-travel keyboards that are pretty decent. They're really neck and neck, and they're both backlit. Trackpads, I give the Dell a little bit of an edge. It has a Microsoft Precision trackpad that most people prefer, and it has just the right kind of resistance when you touch it. The Xiaomi's is a little bit slick and a little bit fast, but it's actually a pretty decent trackpad too. I don't have complaints. Xiaomi has slightly louder speakers on it as AKG speakers. The Dell's a little bit meek in that department. In terms of heat and noise, neither of these is generally hot or loud. But if you're really pushing it hard, if you're trying to play League of Legends or something like that, and you're making it work a bit, they're both going to get toasty on the bottom because they have metal bottoms. The Xiaomi will get a little bit hotter because it has a dedicated NVIDIA GPU inside. Neither of them generally makes much noise. Lastly, it depends on who you're buying this for. If you're buying this for grandma, no offense, there may be some really capable techno grannies out there, but your average, I don't know much about computers person, the Dell is peace of mind. That's what you're buying. If you're buying this for yourself or some other tech enthusiast who's capable to reinstall Windows from a flash drive to not worry about calling up tech support when you have problems, well, then saving money with Xiaomi certainly makes sense. So there you have it. It really depends on what kind of buyer you are more than anything else. With the Dell XPS 13, not only do you get more options for more configurations, Dell is always great at offering all sorts of things, different resolution displays, different CPUs, different levels of integrated graphics, all that sort of thing. But it's a worldwide company with support everywhere, and your standard warranty, it's easy and all that sort of thing. So that's what you're getting for your money, along with, you know, the usual beautiful edge-to-edge display, great build quality and all that sort of thing. So with the Xiaomi, it's really compelling because of the price and the build quality and the looks. It's beautiful, it's minimalist, its components are excellent. The display is very good on it. There are not as many configuration options, like I said, but the bigger challenge is primarily is just sold in China. So you're going to get this through Chinese exporters like Gearbest, who provided this unit. And that means that there's no toll-free tech support number in your country, wherever you may be. Returns, you know, with a company like Gearbest, that's okay. You need 30 days or whatever. You can do that. And they even have some support numbers you can call now, but not in every country and so on. So that kind of thing, we're 6 months down the road when Windows borks and you can't figure out what you're supposed to do. Yeah. So you have to be more of a self-starter. You have to be more of a computer geek, shall we say, to go with one of these, where you know that you can troubleshoot Windows on your own. You're okay installing Windows in your language from a USB key, that sort of thing. And then in that case, you're getting a fantastic machine at a great price. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more useful and cool tech videos 3 times a week. And thumbs up if you like this vid.